create an online platform that you're following and giving air to the goodness in this world.
From Whatea up in the NT to the AP Winelands out in the desert to Vulkathuna in the Gammon Ranges and all the way down to Yardapulti. For 4 days there's over 800 First Nations kids here. All of us are connecting through footy. One of the Port staff who makes all this happen is Braedon Talbot, a Larrakia man, and the Port Adelaide Football Club head of programs. He is also the assistant coach of their AFLW team. I grabbed a yarn with him to kick things off. What role do you think AFL and footy in general play in supporting mental health for the players and just everyone involved?
Yeah, obviously we know that moving and being physical improves mental health, and we understand that. But what I love about football is the environment that you get brought into is an environment like a family. And so, you know, when you're rocking up and you're not feeling your best, they've got 44 brothers that understand that, they know that, and they wrap their arms around you. I think we do a brilliant job within our footy clubs to provide that support. But I think the biggest place that we can build that is in the external people. So the people on the outside of the fence understanding their comments and their words and how that plays onto somebody's mental health. So I think that's where the gap is right now.
How would you cope with the toxic influences on social media?
Yeah, look, I don't think my generation would have coped with social media in the way it was. And purely, you know, times are changing and we know what is at young people's fingertips and what they can see, and what isn't censored on social media is pretty scary and at times can be a really dark place. You always don't like to give airtime to the people that air their rubbish online. Yeah, it's a dangerous tool when not used properly. Yeah. And so, you know, we were always taught growing up, who you surround yourself with is generally where you're going to go in life. And so it's being able to identify behaviours in young people that necessarily don't align to your values. Mm-hmm. And what I always say to my younger nieces and nephews is, if you're following someone online or you're watching stuff that don't align to the values that we would like to see in our community, well then you're just giving them a flat platform to be able to show that. So I think it's really important that, you know, when you create an online platform that you're following and giving air to the goodness in this world. Yeah.